permeability of the ether, you have, in short, like Enoch puts it like this. He's like, you have, and we talk about Leviathan and Behemoth. This is the female monster and the male monster. And Behemoth is in the desert, and Leviathan is in the ocean. And it's talking about water and crystallization and electricity and transformations, because it's a synthetic world, the permeability of the ether. And he says, like, there's a lightning, there's a peal of thunder, because this is in a second chapter of this, or second, it's a parable, and it says the second part of the parable, now they're talking about lightning and thunder. But you have to understand, they're talking about living, transformative creatures and the feeding of life on earth. That's a metamorphic world. And people dismiss it because they don't understand what they're talking about. Oh, lightning and thunder is not like that. This is mythology. These are stupid primitive people. No, this is actually the hard science. And you look at the permeability, it's talking about sound and light waves. Sound and light waves, is, as Nikola Tesla understood it, not as these other non-scientists, these quantum non-scientists understand it, but that's like, you can have a whole bunch of other mediums that you're blind to. Okay, you got light and sound, imagine that, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on too. Like add 100 more things in the same, give it the same dynamic, and you go, look, light, sound, those are two dynamics. Third one could be something else. You can say smell or heat or other thing, and they totally throw out your whole perception of reality. Whatever it is, you can add to it. If you're a blind person, you only listen, you hear things, your world is like, you hear so much to it, you understand whatever, but there's so much you don't see just by opening your eyes. You go, oh wow, that's a whole much more stuff. I had no idea. Like your world was so small as opposed to what else was there. That's how Nikola Tesla understood the ether, and it is like that. And you see that this is like becomes a lattice work. That's how I put it, because it's like I've seen the veil so thinly, and it becomes like amalgam blobs. Like that's what we're dealing with, data amalgam blobs, and I got a lot more to say about it. So then that storage unit, like what else crazy stuff was going on? But that was some nuts stuff for sure. Because the lady would go up to these lockers and she'd have a conversation, and then like boom, the locker would like completely sound like it like just got ransacked, and all the contents of it just got thrown into the trash compactor. Like, what is that noise? How is that like? What's making that noise? And this is she's going to like multiple units every night, several every night, and she'd do it all night long. And it's like, I wouldn't sleep. I'd be like, what the hell is going on here? I don't know. That's insane. And it was so many times where it's like, okay, this guy's telling me he's going down to the first floor, but he's not. I can hear his cart. He's going around, and I can still hear the cart. And he rolls it, stops, rolls it, stops, rolls it, stops. And whoa! Now I can hear the lady's talking to going up to the locker units. She's got stairs. She's got to climb up the stairs to get to the tops of them, and having this conversation, like, dude, this is like not one day. This happened multiple times. And another story I had to put. I know I made a video of this one. Like, there was this lady, and she was doing something in her locker, and I know that she had a conversation with another friend of hers, because I had a conversation with John, and she didn't like what we were talking about. We were talking about politics and religion, and she thought I wasn't there, and she's telling her friend, she goes, oh, that gringo, he's stupid, he don't know, I'm God, ha ha ha, he don't know, ha ha. And that's just like, just to say that is just like, what kind of person says that? That stupid gringo, he's dumb, he don't know, I'm God. And the cackling ways she laughed about it, like that's not decency. There's just no way that's decency. But anyway, that lady, she was on an occasion, she's over there and she's doing something in her locker, and it's like some gurgly sound of something, and it's just like flapping something around, like a heavy sack or something, and it just happened like 10 times. There was just a gurgling, it's like some liquid is being sucked out of a bag, and something's being smacked against, I guess, the cart or the floor or something, like flap. I think like the flap happened, then the gurgly sounds, and then something would run down the hole and then bang a left and run down the hole to the exit, to the stairway. And it happened 10 times. And like the first 2-3 times, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go check out, what is this? What the hell's going on here? I'm about to go check it out. I wasn't supposed to be in the building, you know? And then after like the third or fourth time, I'm like, whoa. And then after like fifth time, I'm like, whoa, I'm creeped out. Now I'm creeped out because I'm like, dude, some things are running down the hallway. What the hell's running down the hallway? What is this? What the hell's doing that? It's like something small just running down the hallway, or it sounded to be, and I'm like trying to figure out like this happened like 10 times, and I'm like, what else could be making that sound? What could be like sounding like it's running down the hallway? It has to be something else. I'm like, but I didn't want to go out because I wasn't supposed to be in the building. I didn't need any extra complications. So like, okay, I got to the end of the month, and I'll figure out what the hell, from there, but oh well, that was just an insane thing. And there were other things. There was, I'll probably forget. I know that I didn't make a video about a lot of these things, but there was a lot of other little things. But one thing with the guy John, I had told him, I made a video of this too. So, I had told him about this person had deposited these spray cans in an odd spot. And after I told him that story, the spray cans were moved into a non-odd spot. And I'm like, what? Like gaslighting and this and that. And no, something's up. Something's behind the ether, So you have like it's like a stage show of manipulators. And for real though, that's creepy. That lady going up to these lockers. And it's like, I know, like I only seen her a few times. And I know like one morning she's coming down, I can hear her cart. It's like 7 a.m. or something, and I didn't sleep. I listened to her all night long. And she's walking down the hall, like about to cross over where I can see her. And I'm down, like ready to leave, start my day. And she's looking at me when she walks by, and she's looking, and she cackles. She completely cackles, and she's just like, what is that? What was that? What did she find so funny? And the way she cackled was frightening. It was just like, what? It's out of a movie. It's really out of a movie. And there's, I can mention something about that too. Some famous celebrity who had, I've told this story on the internet. It gets erased. They just delete it. They go beep, beep, beep. And I can't mention this celebrity. The celebrity is like, oh, that's taboo. And I try to disguise the typing of his name. It just gets flagged and they censor it. But, he did come to town. He was there. And there's, other details about this guy. So it's there's somebody typing in these locker units. You can hear him typing on a typewriter. Who the hell's typing on a typewriter in this night in the lockers? Like what the hell? It's a typewriter. It was a typewriter sound. And like I said, I thought it was gaslighting. These cops are gaslighting me. Who knows, bro? It's nuts.